Yeah, here. Sorry.
How's it going, everybody out there? This is the Week 7 Nosebleed Section Fantasy Roundup live stream. You got me, Kent, Chase, the Lolly Executioner's there, Cody, the Buttholes, and I believe we're getting Sean on right now, too.
Where's
the
AJ
B-Dub? On that milk carton.
Oh, yes.
Very nice.
Most indubitably, sir. Good evening.
It has been a great week.
That's it.
Yes, Alabama beat Tennessee. Cody beat Kent. And I beat a certain particular somebody, too.
Not following.
Been a great week, boys. Great week.
I really
Wonderful
wanted
news.
And then just sit here, quiver.
God bless America.
Yeah. 2-loss streak does not feel good. You know, I kind of feel like Kent.
Speaking of Kent, I got some good news for you, Kent.
What's that now? But
Sarah McLaughlin wants you to be the new face of their new foundation for abused fantasy football owners.
I can see that.
You could make some money.
well,
You could.
you tell her I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Only, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Even though I got the hat on.
You should get that out. Give her.
Is my sound coming through okay for you guys?
Yeah, you're
Yep.
probably about 3 or 4 seconds delayed.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I would say more about
I feel like
5.
that's just that makes sense, but it's not reverbing on you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
when I
Well, my
first came
sound's still
on,
super delayed. I'm
something
going
on your end.
to mostly do this as I open up the discussion and you guys talk about the games, and I'll add my 2 cents at the very end if I have any.
As you always do.
All right. Game 1. I guess we'll just go ahead and. Oh, wait, hold on.
Get it together, man. Jesus. Not even on the right week. Amateur. You're not helping, son.
Can get this one out of the way for myself and Cody.
Yeah.
It went pretty swimmingly for me, I think, personally.
Yeah, I happened to be the highest scorer of the week this week, and Kent's team kind of shit the bed.
Man, 116 was the highest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an off week.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, because it was my defense and my kicker really put me over the edge, but it was honestly most people were basically just hitting their projections for the most part.
Except for Deontay Johnson.
Yeah,
Deontay Johnson did. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got injured right at the end. I think he'll be back this week, though. Well, next week. I think they're on a bye.
Right now, son.
Oh, okay.
Calm down. All right?
Calm down.
Simmer it.
And Kent basically had James Robinson, and that's it. He's the only one who broke double digits on the team.
Ooh.
Well, besides the quarterback, Tannehill.
You lost
Whose kicker missed a field goal, which was my kicker this week. He missed that field goal. Luckily, I didn't need it.
Mine missed one, but then he made 3 other ones, and they were all 49 yards or farther. So it helped me a lot. And the Lions won, which is good news. The Falcons out-Lions the Lions
Yep.
this week.
He's
Blew it.
again.
The Lions tried to lose it even at the end. They tied it up and got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and had to kick a 48-yard extra point to win it.
Wow. They tried. They tried their best to lose.
Both teams did. Both
Yeah.
teams are really bad. But the
What's the-
Lions are at 500 right now.
What's the new thing this year? Tanking for Trevor?
Yeah, tanking for Trevor. I think the Jets have got it locked in.
Wow.
Yeah.
You would have won if you would have started your bench.
I think he still would have lost, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow with an
It
extra.
would have been really close. Tyler Boyd and Joe Burrow, that would have made up. If he started Burrow, that's 16 points. And then Tyler Boyd, it just depends on where he puts him. I don't know. He's got Chase Edmonds down there. Yeah, he
Mhm.
could have won.
Yeah.
But
That's gonna hurt.
But would you really start Tyler Boyd over Robert Woods?
yeah, it doesn't make sense to
I
do that.
mean-
It's just a weird week.
No, we speak on hindsight alone.
Let's say, would you start Chase Edmonds over Devonta Freeman? I mean,
All day.
that's a tough do.
Yeah, I didn't have to make a lot of decisions because, as you can see, everybody except for one guy on my bench was either on a bye or injured. So it wasn't too tough. Malcolm Brown did actually outscore one of my running backs, though,
Yeah.
or maybe all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had
outscored him by
maximized all of my points by playing Burrow over Tannehill, Boyd Woods, and Chase Edmonds over Devontae Freeman, I would have eked out a 117.88 victory to the 116.46.
Yeah.
But
I need to be done that.
If we're talking
I
about
would have played
maximizing,
Tyler Boyd over Robert Woods. I would have played Tyler Boyd over Travis Fulgham and left Fulgham on the bench. So even I did think about playing Burrow this week because Pittsburgh's defense is better than Cleveland's. But after last week losing because I didn't get Tannehill in, I figured I had to get him in and make sure of it, damn sure of it this week. Luckily, didn't end up costing me anything. Cody won that one running away. It was just a really good win for you, Cody. I mean, not a really good win by who you beat, just your team played really well, and you got a victory.
Well, my team this week looked like my team last year because last year I didn't have a really high ceiling, but my team put up 110 to 120 every week. So that's not going to happen this year. It's going to keep going up and down because I have a different roster every week because I don't know. I'm in double-digit injuries at this point, like a lot of teams. and Lamar Jackson was on a bye, so I mean that's obviously not ideal.
I don't know how to handle these injuries.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Get your hands around them.
Well, all right,
annoying.
fellas, we'll move on to the next game.
So, Kent,
unless you guys
just
have
for the
something else you
record,
want
real quick, you're 1-6, right?
to add. That is correct.
One
Chase, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Just making sure.
Chase, you and I are both 4-3, and we're playing each other this week, Chase.
I saw that.
Yeah, and in y'all's division, 4-3 is
Number
first. Yeah, 4-3 in ours. I'm tied for third with two other people, including Sean.
I was about to say there's a lot of 4-3 teams right now. Which fighting for those spots in the playoffs, it's gonna be interesting.
Part of me wants to have a better record so I can be more highly ranked, but then I know I'm gonna lose in the playoffs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to be above 500 at the end of the year, or at 500. I'll take that too.
I'm gonna make it to the playoffs. After missing it for 2 straight years, after going 2 straight years, I need to get back.
Yeah, I think your team's a little better than mine, so you got a better shot than I do.
What are Kent's chances? Is there any chance Kent can make it?
Be very difficult. If you
it's
won
pretty
out,
much impossible.
if you won out, you'd still probably not make it. So yeah,
Well, finishing at 6-6, I think that there would be at least 4 other people with better records than me. And it goes the 2 division winners, and then it goes to records, and then if there's tied records, it goes to points for. And I'm pretty much shit in every one of those categories, so it can't happen.
It's a rebuilding year for you, Kent.
We should do
That's what I'm chalking this one up to.
We need to vote on a keeper league. Let's do a keeper league. It's fun.
Yeah, that's fun. We've all said on this stream that we want to do a keeper league, that we're interested in that, and I think, I think we took account, and at least 6 out of the 12 of us would like to do a keeper league, but that would be a side league. That wouldn't be this league.
No.
Okay. So what are the specifics of a keeper league? How many people do you get to keep? Just how does it work? Because I don't know anything about it.
I'm cool with one. Since we're in a 12-man league, I'm cool with one.
Is it going to be all 12 of us though? Because there's some of us that don't play this league.
Yeah, I doubt that all 12 want to play like a whole new league.
Especially if you have to have a $20 buy-in. Because they're not doing that anyway.
We could do a 2-keeper league and then just keep a like a 4-spot bench. That way it would really keep it interesting throughout the year on the waivers. Because there will be constantly just people just going off and on and off and on and off and on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've only looked into it a little bit. I know that a lot of people vary it up. It's one of those things, Cody, that's a lot less standard than what we do. It's one of those where you really get to pick and choose. I mean, how many people you want to keep, kind of take a league vote on that. A lot of member input going into it.
Yeah. Well, I'm in for it.
Might as well.
It's always sounded like fun. All right, guys. How do you guys feel about AJ and Trent? I mean, nail biter of a game here.
Wow.
Yeah. And I talked to AJ during this, and early in the game, it did not look like he was going to win.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
He had a solid week.
Yeah, Kyler Murray put him over the edge with 37 points.
Wow.
Chase Claypool did not have a good game at all, but didn't end up
mattering. For that kind of week. No, Herbert. Man, he got good games too. Damn, AJ. Why won't he participate? He obviously participates in his own fucking roster.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's so good. He's spending this time on his research.
He's definitely not doing that. He spends time setting his roster each week, but he's definitely not researching on Wednesday night.
He's a tinker. He's a stinker tinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kent's a drinker tinker.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that.
Yeah, he thinks a lot.
He'll get to drink and be like, oh, well, no, I'm going to play this guy this week. And it just totally blows up in his face.
What?
He also likes to drink and build things.
Yeah.
Drinker tinker.
Seems like there's a pattern
this is
of
all
drink
true.
Any big surprises here?
A drinker stinker, a drinker tinker.
Zeke? I was not pleased with how Zeke performed. 45 fucking yards.
The Cowboys suck.
Terrible.
It's just gonna get worse.
Yeah.
25-3 against Washington football team. Yeah, you suck. I mean, they were bad with Dak, and Dak's gone, and now Dalton's gone. And
who's going to be their quarterback?
I'm flying down for an interview.
Yeah.
Going for a tryout.
I could see them trading for somebody on another team at this
Cam
point.
Newton.
Well, if they're going to do that, they better do it now.
I know.
What's the deadline?
I think they extended the deadline, but
it's been a weird year.
Because it's usually in November.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I don't know who their third guy is.
Russell Wilson's beast.
Yeah. They still lost.
Edwards-Helaire did, he underwhelmed as well.
Yeah.
It was snowy, it was cold, it was sloppy.
Yeah. If 12 points is a bad week for your running back, that's a pretty good sign, though.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially against KC or Denver. I mean.
So the Cowboys have Ben DiNucci. I don't know who this. He's a rookie.
Ben DiNucci out of where was it? Midwest Appalachia.
But
fighting
I don't know. I guess he played this week because Dalton got hurt fairly early in the game. But I didn't watch the game. It couldn't have gone that well for him.
Sports Illustrated has an article that says the DiNucci era begins, and then Cowboys drafted me for a reason.
You can tell by his name. It's not it.
DiNucci. Oh, man. Sean, that meme was probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen before. I don't know where you found that at, but it got many laughs from many different areas.
I think I found it on Facebook. I'm not taking credit for that one. That was way too good. Whoever did that deserves all that credit.
I like the thumbnails you've been making too.
Oh yeah.
We're the only ones who have seen them, but I guess we could get you to send them to us. I don't know. I don't know if we can save them from Facebook. Maybe through an email, so we can make our thumbnails each week to match.
You can do it. You could just save it on the computer and pull it onto when StreamYard. Yeah, when StreamYard's at the bottom, it'll ask you to put a thumbnail.
Okay.
Yeah, it was our thumbnail.
I'll do that next week when I host.
And you went into the YouTube channel while it was counting down on that link. That thumbnail was displayed.
Cool.
Nice.
Still looking for AJ though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll find him. Maybe he's camera shy.
Maybe, well, he doesn't even have to be on camera. I would be fine with him being in the chat, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just like him in the chat, I would be fine with that. I'll take that. He doesn't have to come on camera or be on the on here.
So much shit. He's gonna want to come on camera.
I figured he would. I mean, he's 6-1. I mean, what? He's got to win like 2 more games, and he's like guaranteed a spot.
It could be about the jinx now. Then I don't know.
If that's the case, I hope so too. That was the only bad thing that happened this weekend.
AJ, I hex you.
The only bad thing that happened to me this weekend was AJ won.
It makes sense.
Well, and Jalen Waddle got hurt.
Yeah.
So take our hats off for that one. That was a tough one.
Unfortunate.
Wait, who getting hurt?
Jalen Waddle.
Oh yeah, that sucked. That sucked. I mean, he's arguably the most electric player in college football. That was a bummer.
Yeah. And I was watching the Auburn game with you, Kent. I mean, we were around each other at least, but I didn't check on that punt that he clearly touched and went into the end zone and was a touchdown.
The
but
kickoff?
I saw it all over the next day. Yeah, the kickoff.
The kickoff he clearly touched, and Ole Miss clearly recovered in the end zone.
Yeah, I mean they didn't dispute that. They just called it a touchback.
Two games this year against the 2 worst teams in the division, possibly in the conference.
Yeah.
Semantics.
I mean, honestly, if you take out all of the bad calls that have gone Auburn's way, we could theoretically be winless. But guess what? You can't. They're there.
It's not going to happen
now. And that's all that counts.
The Arkansas one I can understand because they blew the whistle. The play would have been dead anyway. But that other one, I don't know.
Yeah, and they didn't review it. And then
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin talked about it, and they fined him.
Yeah.
Motherfucker should pay.
I don't know how the SEC, which is the best college,
correct, though.
The best college
wrong
conference in the United States, the world, has the absolute worst referees.
Garbage officiating
in all of college football.
Garbage officiating. I'm not going to argue the call. I mean, the lack of the call. But, yep. But, I mean, come on. Like, it's happened. It goes the other team's ways plenty of fucking times. And everyone's like, oh, Auburn's just crying about it. Listen to them barners cry. Terrible, man.
Well, yeah, it's just 2 games in a row when it's blatant and results in either the end of the game one week or 7 points the other week. So it's a little different from those other, like, pass interference could have been not called.
We're just working that buyout down week by week. Auburn's paying off the refs, working the buyout down. So that way it's not so bad whenever they get rid of them at the end of the season.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Not too good. Yeah, 3-2. Ugh. I mean, Auburn realistically is going to finish what? Well, I mean, with the calls we've been getting, who knows?
Hey, all you have to do is keep it close.
Yeah, 5-5. I mean, and honestly, but I watched that game. I missed the game on Saturday. I'm sorry to get derailed on the Tigers, but I watched that game. I missed it on Saturday. Had to watch it on late Saturday night. I just fast forwarded through all the bullshit. So I was in and out in 45 minutes. And I saw 2 teams just driving down the field.
Yeah,
all day. I mean, it was Miss Daisy.
That was the Alabama game.
Oh, good
we luckily tied it at halftime, and then I was thinking, okay, halftime defense is going to go in, they're going to adjust, and that shit didn't happen. And I kept looking at Brittany. We started betting on how many plays it would take Ole Miss to score. Like every time we scored, we would start taking bets on how long it would take Ole Miss to score.
Yeah, it would. What do you do? Defense is terrible. We have 0 depth anywhere because
I think that offense is just that good.
Yeah,
and it's not the players; it's the coaching.
Yeah,
because that Matt Corral or whatever the Corral guy, he ain't good at all.
I'll take Lane Kiffin. He can come to the Plains. What do you think about
that? He's unpredictable.
You know we can buy him out. He's a sellout, dude. He'll go anywhere for the money.
I'm pretty sure he would openly say that.
Yeah. Show me the money. Show me the money.
He gains a chin every 3 years.
Yeah, when he first got to Tennessee, he looked a lot like Tosh Point. Now he just looks like Tosh Point, like after COVID and COVID eating.
After being bedridden for months.
It's just water weight, guys. Come on.
Try all that damn hepatitis.
He's just getting older too. It happens to a lot of coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone except Nick Saban for the most part.
Well, that's because he invests a lot in plastic surgery.
Well, I mean, it was a plastic hip. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, he still looks pretty old. He's just in good shape.
No, he's had some work done. Old saving show. You gotta keep Miss Terry happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Gus is 55 today.
Today was saving.
Yep.
Gus Malzahn.
It was Gus's birthday. Now Gus looks like a 55-year-old dad. Got the male pattern baldness. Got the beer gut.
Running the high school plays. I mean,
drives an F-150. Yeah, that's the man who's got Miller Lite in the back of the truck.
Yeah. Still running that wing T offense.
Absolutely.
Because this year it's going to work.
A good group of guys.
Hey, this year would be the year that I would be fine with it being more like Gus's offense because Bo Nix looks actually worse than he did last year. And
Yes.
Chad Morris's offense doesn't run the ball nearly as much. And we finally found a running back.
Dude,
Because old
Bixby,
Tank Bigsby's a beast.
Bixby is scary.
Yeah.
He does not look that big at all, but it seems like it takes a lot to take him down. I will tell you that. I've watched a lot of Auburn this year, and Bixby's going to be a beast
What
if
a
they would just
name,
keep
dude.
giving him the ball.
See, that's what I'm talking about. This year's the year for the wing T. Bo Nix can't throw the ball, but he's a decent enough runner. Let's fucking put in the triple option, man.
Yeah, run that wishbone.
It's time. We've been waiting for it to come to Auburn as if we're Georgia Tech or one of the service schools or a directional bullshit school. Auburn has been waiting for it.
I've been waiting. There's a full screen.
Speaking of Georgia Tech, it's so weird watching a Georgia Tech and not seeing that because they don't run it anymore.
Well, it's also I like Jeff Collins. I'm pulling for him. Apparently, everybody who knows him from around here, he's a good dude. He, I think, came from Troy or went from Troy to Georgia Tech. So a lot of people around here know him. Seems like a good dude, but it was one thing when Georgia Tech would lose every once in a while by a blowout, but for the most part would still be able to keep it close with the triple option.
Yeah.
They're getting their brains beat in now.
73 points is not a good score to see on the guess on the scoreboard.
Especially since Syracuse, who just got run off the field by Liberty, keeps the game within like 3 touchdowns of Clemson the very next week.
Yeah. I mean, that goes a lot to do in preparation for the team you're playing. Like when I see that, when I see these huge blowouts, like that where the teams just look surprised, I'm like, well, they just didn't prepare. They were looking at the next week already. When you got the Alabama's coming up.
Well, that's the thing. Georgia Tech only had they had Clemson. That's the team you should be looking. You should never look ahead of Clemson.
Yeah, that's true. That's real. That's right.
Or was Clemson looking ahead over Syracuse?
One of them.
I mean, I guess they could have been, and maybe we're walking a little bit on cloud 9 after beating somebody by like almost 100 points.
Oh man!
But
is that an ascot?
all right, fellas, we'll get down to the next game. This is
I got the whole.
This is a thriller. I think we're all really interested in the
I'm gonna
2 and 5 and 2 and 5.
Yeah, good job, Harrison.
I'm gonna show up in some kind of random costume next week. It's not gonna make sense. Throw something together.
You know what's a bummer is that I'm pretty sure this game made me officially last in the league because Harrison got a win.
Yeah, it did. It did do that.
Oh man, the whole league, not just your division, but the whole league.
Yeah, I was like second and third from last because I was outscoring some of the other ones. But first off, Harrison actually scored really well. And then secondly, he got himself a win. So I think I'm the last 1-6 team now. So
yeah, I'm still first in my division.
Look at Harrison's bench, though. The only thing that scored on Harrison's bench.
in fact, you probably should have played.
You got the Bills defense.
Steve Rock. Yeah,
Why does he have 2 defenses?
Never know.
Why does he have 2 what? I'm sorry. Go ahead one more time.
Defenses.
Oh, he's got 3 tight ends rostered? Jesus, why does he have that?
Yes, yeah, he has 3 tight ends and 2 defenses.
Well, I'm pretty sure
I don't know. It worked out this week.
It worked, yeah.
Ertz is out for the year, and Higbee's going to miss a few weeks. I mean, Everett's actually a good play.
Did Ertz go out for the year this week? Because otherwise, why is he still on the roster?
Yeah.
I don't know if Harrison knows if he's out for the year.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% positive he's out for the year, but I know it's going to be extended time.
They just put him on IR on Thursday.
Okay.
But
So he might be that 3-week COVID.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's going to miss a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He is a solid tight end when he's healthy.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Everett had a solid game this week for tight end. It worked out okay.
and he's got Damian Harris, who did pretty good this week.
Yeah, and a terrible effort by the Patriots overall.
Yeah.
Mostly Cam.
Hate to see that, Cam. Hate to see
Who
it.
has Cam?
I don't like to see Cam have a game like that either.
I
I don't like to
don't
see
know.
anybody play like that.
I'm not sure who's got him.
Did Jared Stidham actually come in the game?
Yeah, and he did
He
pretty much
did?
just as badly for about 8 minutes.
Oh.
He threw an interception on like 4 attempts.
Really represented the 3-3-4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Great day for guys out of the state of Alabama
Ugh.
for the Patriots. 4 interceptions in 2 hours. Dude, this was a really close one. And all of us are upset that Brandon lost again for the 3rd week in a row.
3rd week in a row. He was out so hot. So hot.
mhm.
And Matthew's record is better than his. He is in 2nd in our division now.
Matthew's team better than his to me.
Isn't Matthew second in the whole league?
Matthew had an empty D
Yeah, he should be.
spot too, and
Yeah.
still won by 2 points.
Yes.
And he
I
had
don't know. I always
think he did that on
consider doing
purpose
that with
because-
D. Go ahead, Kent.
Yeah, he knew his defense could only bring him down. He already had the game won by Monday night, and his starting defense is the Bears. It's actually a pretty smart move.
Oh, nice.
So he's actually putting that much thought in it this year.
I think Matthew's in it to win it after spending some time with him this past weekend. He
All right,
knows how
awesome.
good his team is, and he's like talking about, like, man, I'm going to win the fucking championship
Good.
this year, motherfucker. He's not a dumb. He's a
Alrighty.
very smart man. He just talks slow and funny.
Yeah, it was a down week for him, but yeah, if he's going into Monday with no defense having played and he's already won, makes total sense to not even risk it.
The biscuit.
Yeah, I almost did that last week. Of course, I was like,
Well, I mean, look
okay,
how-
if this guy.
Close the game is like the defense could have only lost him the game because Brandon, I don't think had anybody going Monday.
Yeah, I've considered doing that on weeks anyway because I thought I might have to trade something
I
that
should
I
have done
wouldn't be
my
able to
quarterback.
get back. Just 0 points from your defense isn't that big of a deal.
No,
it
not
can-
really.
It can change the outcome.
I mean,
of the game
on
if
the
your
other
defense
hand,
goes off.
Brandon's defense is Washington, and somehow they put up 7. I mean, it's Dallas, but defenses can win you games sometimes too. But no, I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes defenses can hurt you more than they can help you. They're probably the biggest toss up at any given week because they score in the negatives pretty frequently with 2020 style offenses.
yeah. Well, San Fran's defense got me 16 this week, but 3 weeks ago they got me -3. So you never know.
India has Aaron Rodgers. It could have been worse.
Good have.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, my
I
Mahomes,
don't understand how
dominated too much.
yeah, Mahomes didn't have to do anything. That was just a straight up. Well, I mean, it wasn't just Clyde Edwards-Helaire; it was all of them.
Yeah.
All 3 or 4 running backs who touched the ball for them were just running roughshod on Denver.
Yep.
Of course, who doesn't run roughshod on Denver these days? Between them and the
That's an
Jets.
excellent point, Sean. Okay, yeah. If you guys had to go lay the ticket at the window this weekend with the Chiefs at -21.5 against the Jets, or actually, at home versus the Jets, would you guys take the Chiefs with the 21.5 or?
It's hard to do that with the
Or
NFL.
do you think the Jets can come in underneath 22?
Depends who the
My
Jets
first-
are going to start at quarterback.
My first instinct would still be yes, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's Kent.
I was about to say is
I don't know what's
I
happening.
was hearing that when it was just being Kent in the ring.
What's that?
or can't mute your mic.
Yeah, shut up,
Yeah.
Kent. Poor Kent.
What was the problem? What happened?
There's a lot of background noise coming out of your end.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was just going into the mic.
My
It's-
AC
it's
just
good.
kicked on. I bet it's that.
Oh,
And I'm sitting right next to the return and two outputs right here on either side. So
It's good now.
all right, we'll move on from this game. Unless you guys have anything else to add.
nope.
Well, to your question, so it's between Sam Darnold, Joe Flacco. I'll take the Chiefs.
I
I'll
think
take the Chiefs
will
at
cover
21
as well.
What a
That's a
consistent,
big number, but
trustworthy
I think they're
pair
going
of
to beat
quarterbacks.
the hell out of them.
Hey, Joe Flacco has a Super Bowl or two.
He's
Of course.
a Super Bowl MVP.
Joe Flacco just got done winning the World Series. And go look at the Dodgers roster. I can't remember the fucker's name, but skinny, shorter Joe Flacco plays for them. I mean, almost identical. In fact, hold on one second.
If I type in skinny Joe Flacco, it's going to pull up. It's Google, so I wouldn't be surprised.
His name is Chris Taylor. Oops.
Is there an ice cream truck?
You see?
He does.
See?
I wish this late. Damn. You don't even come down my street anymore.
Yeah, that does look like
Rainwater.
a guy. If they both grew the beard out long, then it would cover even more of their face, and it would just look like the exact same guy.
Yeah.
Chris Taylor's got to be younger, though. He looks a little younger.
See, that's mostly Joe Flacco pictures. Although that's Chris Taylor and that's Joe Flacco, and that's just the exact same face.
Yeah.
It's just
I can't see what I'm pointing at, but that's a terrifying picture.
Yeah. See the one with the helmet on the far right? I've seen the Dodgers play a little bit. It's a little more of an accurate representation. Like you see his teeth first, and then you see his eyebrows, and then you get the whole picture. I don't know if Flacco's teeth are quite as prominent in his face. It's nothing against this guy. That's just me being honest.
yeah, it does.
We're just
I
critiquing
didn't
the looks of a
feel like you were
professional
attacking
ball player
Taylor.
now because it's relevant.
Well, Joe Flacco is not usually smiling, so there is that.
especially the last few years. Yeah, that is true. Daddy D's total domination is not doing that badly at this point. 3-4. I mean, he's coming back close to 500, and he's above average scoring.
He did
Well,
play a guy who was out this week.
Tom Brady got him 37 points.
that and Tyler Lockett.
and- Yeah, he had the best two players in fantasy this week.
And yeah, that's what he said. Brady.
And he had the Patriots defense.
I saw that Brady, I think since week 2, is leading in like all passing categories. He had a rough couple of weeks at the beginning, but since then has pretty much looked like the MVP. Didn't realize it. But yeah,
He's
I
got
feel
a
like
lot.
Dallas. I don't know what Dallas's bench looked like, but I feel like he definitely left some things on the table here.
Well,
Yeah, he had a running back, Wilson Jr. for 30 points.
Oh yeah, but that was he's been behind Mostert, and even when he did come in, was getting limited touches. He just went off in this game.
Yeah.
I can understand him not starting him. I just don't understand. I don't know what happened with the running back. Maybe it was a late scratch or something, but I don't know.
We'll never know.
That was his only other option because
I doubt he
Howard was on a bye down there.
is McCaffrey ever coming back?
I hope so.
He's officially returned to action this week, Sean. Monday, he's returned to practice.
And so Dallas has him too. He's actually still got a shot at the playoffs, I think.
I was about to say he's
if he pays attention and realizes Christian McCaffrey's coming back.
That and
Tom Brady, Christian McCaffrey, Mari Cooper's decent. Tyler Lockett is really coming on. Jared Cook is a really solid veteran tight end. Cooper Kupp at flex. Yeah, he's got a solid team.
Yeah, I mean, with how Tom Brady's playing and Aaron Jones when he comes back and Christian McCaffrey, those are three players somebody could easily win a championship on their back.
And he's got Justin Jefferson on his bench.
Yeah, who's also going ham.
On the field, not out of bounds. It wouldn't be a live stream if I didn't say anything about it.
Oh, yeah. He's not out of it. He's not. I mean, everybody, me and Nathan and Harrison are in the mix, and the other two are still mathematically not eliminated.
Yeah, it's very unlikely, but technically not out of it. Did y'all see Josh Allen's run where he was pulling away from DBs actually in an impressive fashion and then just fell down?
It got sniped.
Yep.
Damn sniper got him.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Giants.
That was the old turf monster. Daniel Jones, who was more athletic than I ever gave him credit for, and then that was really embarrassing. But it gave Troy Aikman and Joe Buck some belly laughs.
What about DK Metcalf's?
Something bet me.
Yeah, we got to talk about DK Metcalf. I was waiting until he was on one of the rosters.
I think he's on my team.
Guys, I just pulled up the video. That's how I was going to end. I was going to end this segment with the chase. Now I wasn't going to do the full Week 7 highlights. I was just going to be like, there's only one highlight, and it's DK Metcalf being an absolute freak.
Yeah. Did y'all see?
Because I don't think I've ever seen the likes of that. And Budda Baker isn't a super fast safety, but he's a safety. He had a 20-yard head start, and he's not slow. And DK Metcalf walked his ass down.
Yeah. He said, "Come here, little boy."
It wasn't 20 yards. It was more like 7 yards, but he had to come from across the field. So like if you even that out, it's more like 10 yards. He caught a 4.4 guy who had a 10-yard head start.
Yeah.
Which is that's insane. And have you seen Budda Baker's reaction to it? Because it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he was mic'd up. He said, "How'd he catch me?"
How'd he catch my ass? What the fuck? That's what he said. But he was still excited about the play. And how old is Budda Baker? Is he 30-ish? He's a little older. He's been in the league for a little while.
No, he feels like he's been in the league for a little while. I think Budda Baker's only 23 or 24. Okay. I think he's out of Washington, I believe.
Gotcha. Patrick Peterson commented on it too.
Budda Baker out and about. Metcalf track him down, and he chased him down. Baker intended for Carson. Wilson walked it in. We talked about. We had mentioned.
They got no points out of that either. Went for it all 4 downs.
Yeah.
He didn't just save 7. He saved all of it. They got no points right there.
Yeah,
locked down.
but then they lost anyway because
Yeah.
Kyler Murray decided to be a veteran.
I was going to say Metcalf didn't really do much after that. That was his best play of the game.
Yeah,
No. Yeah.
probably tired.
Yeah. And to be fair, DBs do more running than anybody on the field. So I will at least qualify this with that. Receivers have lots of different routes in their blocking. A DB in his position is running 20 to 30 yards almost every play. But it was still ridiculous because he was moving and no one else was going to catch him.
Mm-mm.
Patrick Peterson commented on it too and was like, he probably would have caught me too. I'm glad it wasn't me. That's basically what he said. And Patrick Peterson ran a 4.3 or in the 4.3s.
Well, I mean, I think DK was low 4.4. I mean, DK is a physical specimen. I mean,
he ran a 4.33.
I don't
at the
think
combine. DK did.
he did a 4.33 as well.
He did a 4.33 at 229 and bench press 225 27 times.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Patrick Peterson.
It's no shame to get
4.38.
caught by that man. It's embarrassing because it looks bad, but
He was still the second fastest guy on the field on that play.
Who are going to outrun him.
No, not for that far. He has a top end.
It also looks worse because of how goddamn big he is. I mean, if that was Tyreek hitting him down, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like two speedsters, and Tyreek kills. So it's like, Tyreek kills fast. When you see a Goliath statue running at you from behind and then catching you.
Yeah, I saw a couple. I saw a couple of snapshots of it, just screenshots, and then somebody commented, "Did you edit this to make him look bigger? Or is this the actual picture?" The guy's like, "No, that's the actual picture." He's literally 7 inches taller than the DB he's chasing, and has 40 pounds on it.
And all the memes from that now that have come out.
Insult to the injury.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people commented on track and all.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night. I'll be seeing you next week. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't mean to share that in the middle of the sentence, Cody. I just was getting it prepped and had already hit the share screen button.
It doesn't matter. I was getting carried away.
Go ahead.
So what happened here?
Just some sharing. Nice.
Yeah. Cam was not the greatest decision this week.
I didn't know what to do. Everybody has 10 bench spots. There's no fucking quarterbacks anywhere.
I picked up a quarterback this week.
I've never seen a quarterback with the game that bad. I genuinely haven't.
Peyton Manning had one that bad. That year they won the Super Bowl, I think.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, Peyton Manning had one that bad. Because I think Trent had him at the time. But I remember seeing that and be like, oh my gosh. I didn't think a quarterback could score in the negative.
Yeah, it's tough to do it. But Cam Newton immediately got in the negatives.
Pretty quick.
It's like his fourth pass. The good news for Chase is that maybe he found something in Antonio Gibson here.
Yeah.
Season's not over by any stretch of the imagination. I'm tied for first in my division. Like, I'm there.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson was scaring me a little bit because I keep seeing him like, who is that guy and why does his number keep going up?
Yeah. DeAndre Swift was a good flex spot in this week. Game.
I think that was about the only option I had because I knew CeeDee Lamb wasn't doing good.
Injuries.
Dak. I don't think I have any injuries right now. I rotate those out. I don't. But this week, though, am I going to do it? Am I going to do it this week? I'm going to go start somebody.
Where's Miles Sanders and Eckler? What's their situation? No outlook available. Okay, that's not very promising.
I don't know.
All right, Sanders is could be coming back. I like a running back with a bum knee to get you excited about the day. I don't know. Like I say, there's the waivers are slim pickings. I don't think I have anybody wants to make a trade with.
I'll trade you Tua.
Yeah. Cam's got to be all right, guys. Listen to me. Cameron Deontay Newton IV is one of the most premier athletes in the sport. He's a spectacle. He's a specimen. He's a top performer, okay? He's, how many, fucking awards does this guy – hey, how many awards does this guy got? Like thousands of awards.
Dog's like, oh, Dad's telling his stories again.
Here he goes.
No, I like Cam. I like Cam, and I do want him to do well. I don't like seeing anybody
That's
have
sad.
a game where they have to cover their face afterwards.
That was sad. He did his whole little childish bench slide. I was like, Cam, man, come on.
He didn't do that this week.
Was that not this week?
No, he did that in a week where they were
No,
dominating.
no. That was when he was doing really well.
Yeah, he had a good game that week, and they easily won.
That was him that was him making a funny. Somebody had said something ridiculous, and he's like, ugh.
Yeah. This week, every time I saw him on the bench and anytime I saw replays and stuff, he was looking at the playbook. He wasn't joking around. And when they asked him about whether he would start next week, and he was like, well, I don't think I'm out yet, but if I keep playing like that, I am going to lose my starting
How do you play like that, man?
I mean, it wasn't
his
all him.
post-game interview was excellent. Like, it was not classic Cam at all.
I will say, yeah.
He was very much to the point. They were like, well, what do you think's the difference? He's like, I'm playing poorly. Like, well, how do you need to change? I need to play better. Like, what do you think happens if you don't? Then I won't be playing anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's – he wasn't a dick about it. He was just like, that's all there is to it. I'm playing bad. I've got to play better.
See, when Cam comes out and says those kind of things, usually it's when he's like
He got ahead of it that time.
Yeah.
Well, we've gone through them all today, fellas.
I'll see you next week, Cody.
Is there
I don't shit talk because you never know. I'm projected out for you.
Is that you guys this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm projected to win by like 35, but it doesn't matter.
I got a running back that's going to need filling, and nobody put it in there.
Go ahead, start Devontae Parker.
I've got Lamar Jackson back, but then he's playing the Steelers, so he'll probably put up 20, but he's not likely to put up 30 or more. So
Cam
I'm gonna
did when he played Buffalo earlier in the year.
Yeah,
No, we haven't played Buffalo yet. Never mind.
I'm interested to see what Cam does this week. I mean,
I'm gonna ride him. He's my starter.
I mean, I would probably do the same. It's Cam Newton.
Don't know who else I'm gonna get. Sure as hell don't know who I'm gonna put in my running back spot.
All right, guys. We've already knocked Brandon off of his high horse. Somebody let him know before the game starts that he's got 3 people that aren't playing.
I think he pays enough attention. He'll see it. But
Nick Chubb? Golly, when's he coming back? My team was so good.
Yeah, that Chubb really got you.
Did. Chubb rub.
By the projections, Sean, it looks like you're going to have a handful and a half on your hand here.
Yeah, because you got one guy who's out right now, and you're down by 20. But if that's it's a running back, so I
Who,
don't
me?
know. Oh, you're talking about Sean, not Chase.
I
You
was talking
projected
about-
to score higher than you did this week.
Oh yeah, against Harrison. Still debating on if I should start Tua. I have a
I'd hold-
backup plan in place, but I don't know. Should I gamble it?
I'd probably hold off on Tua, but I don't know. He's Tua. Kyler Murray is almost as young as him, and he's killing it right now.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Sean, you got an easy one. Kent, you're probably gonna lose again. AJ will probably pull that one out. Dallas probably gonna get it.
HA never pulls out a count. What are you talking about?
Classic.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that. I tried, but I just couldn't keep it in. Oh man.
Hilarious.
Well, all right, boys. I guess we'll wrap it up here. I'll see you guys all next week. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm hosting next week. Is that the cycle?
Oh yeah, there we go.
But you can do this here too with the screen too, as you can do this. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. You can come in from the side. You can see my arm though.
See, I'm going in Kent now. This is how AJ does it.
Right there. There's Kitty.
Mm-hmm. This damn cat won't leave me alone.
She's after your pipe weed.
I know, right? You're supposed to smoke catnip, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's how we found out cats liked it.
Big facts. Yeah, boy.
Well, all right, fellas, it's been fun. I guess I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, and we'll see you guys next week.
See y'all then.
Good one, boys.
See you then.
Be safe tonight with all the weather stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Weather aware.
See y'all.
See you later.